everybody, it's Alyssa, and today I am doing another Crested Gecko video. So many of you guys keep telling me that I should get another Crested Gecko, and I've been wanting one for a while now, but I was just waiting to make sure that it was something that I actually wanted to do, because I didn't want to binge buy another animal, because that's never something that I want to do, is just keep buying animals just because I like them. So if you guys are new to my channel, I already have one Crested Gecko right here. This is his Enclosure. It's a 20 or 30 gallon tank. I'm not sure what size it is. I think it's a 20 gallon. And he's been in this for a while. I've had him for about 1.5 years now. He's actually sitting like right here on the edge of the glass. I don't even know if you can see him. But when I got him, I have a whole series of when I bought him and set up his enclosure and everything, so if you guys want to check that out, I have a whole playlist full of my Crested Gecko videos, which I will have up in the corner so you guys can click on that. But as you guys know, I bought him with a 12 by 12 by 18 Exoterra tank, so ever since I put him in this 20 gallon tank, I have had the 12 by 12 by 18 just sitting in the closet with no animal in it. So I have space right here for that. It would fit actually perfectly right here. So I've always wanted a girl Crested Gecko, but they're always so much more expensive than males. So hopefully that's what I'm going to plan on doing. I'm actually going to get this next Crested Gecko from an actual breeder, just because I got tons of hate from getting Lumos at a pet store, even though I don't regret getting him at all, because he is the best Crested Gecko ever, and I'm so happy to have him as one of my pets. I think I want to try to get one from a breeder. So I don't have any reptile conventions coming soon anywhere near me till like February, I think, January or February. I could wait all the way till then and just set up the enclosure now. I'm not sure what I want to do, but if you guys have any really good breeders that you recommend, then just comment them down below. Any ones that are online or anywhere like that, and I'll check them out. And if you personally got your Crested Gecko from any of those breeders online, then let me know your experience, because I'm just nervous buying one and getting them through the mail. So I have tons of extra Crested Gecko stuff, just because when I transferred him from a smaller to a bigger tank, I had to take all the smaller stuff out. So I have like all of this stuff in here. I actually am ordering more food as well. I just bought this papaya one for Lumos to try out, and I'm not sure if he's gonna like it or not, but these are his 2 favorite flavors, and I just switched between those 2. And I also have Gecko Pro diet food that Lumos doesn't like, so maybe this new Crested Gecko will like it, and crickets and all of the fun things like that. And then I also have an automatic mister on the top right there, and it has 2 little nozzles. So honestly, if I just wanted to put one of those nozzles on the other enclosure, then I won't even have to spray the cage, because it'll do it for me. So I have basically everything that I already need for a Crested Gecko. I just need to get the gecko. I went to the pet store today and I bought some more Eco Earth. So I got the 8 dry quart bag, so the 8.8 liter bag. And this bag itself lasted me about half a year, so I had to buy a new bag, but it took about half a year for me to use that with one Crested Gecko, and it's pretty inexpensive. So, and then I just bought 2 of these small plants right here to use. I ordered some bamboo bars and a thermometer and hygrometer online, and that's coming in a couple days, but I'm not getting the Crested Gecko anytime soon. So I just wanted to record a video of me just setting up the new enclosure, kind of like how I did with Lumos. Hopefully my next Crested Gecko video will be me unboxing one or going to get one. I'm not sure yet, but let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, I've had this tank in the corner of my closet since I transferred him, and it's literally like, I don't even know if you guys can see it because of how dark it is, but it's literally in the corner right here. Oh my gosh, that's so heavy. So as you guys can see, it fits perfectly just like that, and I would put something in between the 2 enclosures just because I don't want the 2 Crested Geckos to like be aggressive towards each other. I don't know if that's like a thing. I don't know if Crested Geckos are like that, but I definitely do not want to take the chance of that. So I'm gonna put like a piece of cardboard, or just maybe this little towel right here that I had on the top of it earlier. I'm gonna put it in between, just like that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it kind of makes the side of the enclosure look kind of cute, okay? And then I'll put some like plants and stuff right here so they can't see each other. But we're gonna go ahead and decorate. So I've done many Crested Gecko videos where I show you how I decorate the enclosure and everything that I use, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it again. So first I take some pretty thick paper towels. These are like the Bounty ones or whatever, like the really thick ones, and I just put a couple layers of these at the bottom. And then with this enclosure, I had this problem when I had Lumos in here, is that there is a gap from the 3D background to the top right here. So I just squeeze a little piece of paper towel so the gecko can't hide in that tiny little space up at the top right here. Just like that, as you guys can see, so there's not like a little gap or whatever. Then I'm going to take my Eco Earth and I'm gonna make about 2 to 3 inch layer at the bottom. I just boiled the plants and the gecko ledge, which came with this little kit that I got, and I just boiled it in some hot water just to get rid of all the stuff that was with Lumos, just to make sure, even though I've already cleaned them. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the gecko ledge on first, so I'm gonna put it on this side. And I'm gonna put it kind of low because if I get a baby, which I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do, I don't want it to have to go too far up because they're not a pro at climbing yet, so that's why I put it near the bottom. And then these are the All Living Things small plants. They're like $2 at PetSmart, and I'm gonna order some more of these online because there's not too many of them. I bought the last 2 ones in the store, and you want to get as many plants as possible so they can hide, because that's what Crested Geckos love to do, is hide. And then I have this leftover like vine branch thing that I tried to use with Lumos, but it just didn't work too well. And I'm gonna try to like contort it in here somehow to be used as something to climb on until I get the bamboo bars. But I've always wanted to use this. I've just never been able to find a way to make it stay. The only other decoration I have is this Harry Potter hammock, which Lumos used to use all the time and he loved it so much. But I actually lost the little suction cups that went on the side, and I was gonna put it on the side right here, but I'm gonna have to find those suction cups. I might take the hammock that's in Lumos's cage and put it in this one because Lumos does not use it like at all. I don't even think he likes it. So I'm gonna take that out, boil that, and then put it in here. Okay, so I had this little tree thing when Lumos was a baby and he loved it then, but he doesn't use it at all now. He just stays at the top now. But I used to keep this at the very bottom for Lumos and he would sleep in it. So I'm gonna do that for the new baby as well. Okay, so this is a little bit too big for this enclosure, so I'm going to put it back in Lumos's, even though he doesn't use it. And I'm just going to order like 2 more small plants to hang on the sides, and this enclosure should be good. So here's the inside. It has the 3D background with the screened top, which I really like. The 2 plants. The gecko ledge, which I have tons of small cups still left over. The little vine, which is just kind of sitting at the bottom, and then this little tree. So I'm gonna buy more plants to put here, and then I also have a thermometer and hygrometer coming in the mail, and bamboo bars that I'm going to put across the sides, just like I have it for Lumos. He has 4 of them, I think. He has one at the very top, and then they just go all the way down, and those are basically the only things he really uses, is those bamboo bars. So I'm definitely going to get these for this little one's enclosure, but it just closes up right here and it locks just like that, and it cannot be opened unless you unlock it again. So I really like this enclosure. I love the Exoterras so much, but they're just really expensive, and this huge 20-gallon was like $50, I think, maybe 40. And then these little ones are like $80 or something like that. I don't know if they still are, but they were last year. And I got this as a whole kit, if you guys remember. Now I have everything sitting down here, so I'm just gonna like package all the food up in these little containers and just set them down on the floor right here. And then I also use my other tripod to hold a heat bulb for the winter, which a lot of you guys asked me about. This is the heat bulb that I use to keep Lumos warm during the winter. This is the Osseo, I don't know how to pronounce it, ceramic heat emitter, and this is the 60-watt one. It doesn't have a light at all. I used to use Zoomed Nightlight Red reptile bulb, and it was 40 watts. And a lot of you guys told me that red light wasn't good for crested geckos, so I stopped using it. But he really seemed to like the heat from it. He would stay near the edge of the cage right there and he would just bask in the light. So I stopped using that. I still have it, but now I've been using this because it doesn't give off any light at all, and it's really warm. And I just use it in that little dome right there, and it keeps my enclosure at about 77 degrees. So during the winter, I'm hoping it's not going to get too cold like it did last year. Since living in the south, doesn't really get that cold here, but it's always good to have heat just in case. If you do live in colder climates where it's pretty much cold all the time, I definitely recommend having a heat bulb of some kind, because crested geckos don't need to go in the like 60-degree range. The lowest they should go is 70 degrees, and the highest they should go is like 82, I would say. So they need to stay at a good like 75-degree temperature for them to be happy. What to do and what not to do with Lumos, just because I've had him for a while now, so I know the things that he likes. Every crested gecko is different. They like different foods, they like different plants, they like different hammocks. There's so many different things that a crested gecko prefers, and you just kind of have to learn what your crested gecko likes. Like I said, if you guys have any breeders that breed crested geckos for a reasonable price, not way too expensive, then comment down below and let me know. And hopefully I'll be getting one soon by the end of the year to go inside of this enclosure. I love decorating enclosures, that's why I wanted to do this video. But stay tuned to Halloween. I have a video coming out on Halloween that's going to be very spooky, so I hope you guys will stay tuned for that video. And if you want to see any more crested gecko videos, comment down below and also subscribe so you guys get notified when I do post. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!